Oh, nobody wants to hang out. But like, why? Because it's fire and wood. What does that make? A bonfire? And I don't think those stumps, those logs wanna turn into firewood. I'm just kidding. But what's it called? I've been getting a couple comments about Battle for Dream Island, so I decided that's definitely what I needed to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I kind of picked out some of the ones that were still on the island that I could like see that they were still on the island, but apparently like there's a lot of them. So we can do more and more and more if I see that you guys enjoy this video. But like their animations are to the level that I want to be at one day. But their characters are super adorable too. So I definitely enjoyed making them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. They're super simple, and that's what I love, because it's so simple but so cute. It's like the simplicity. I love it. I love I usually use wires when I do parts that can break off. I don't have the wires, so but if you do have wires, I would probably say use it for the feet and the hands in some cases. But we're gonna add the little face because it's worried, and here we go. Yes. Okay, so for bubble, I'm gonna mix translucent and this shimmery polymer clay together. You can also just make it out of resin, but I decided to go this route. You can also just use translucent and like a little bit of blue clay, but I decided to add the glittery to it just because I had it on hand, or the shimmery to it. But okay, so here, because of I just want to emphasize polymer clay can break off when it's like thin like this. So what I tried to do is I used liquid Sculpey to like glue the clay together. And when I baked it, I decided to bake it for an hour at 250. So like as long as you can over bake it, as long as you stay at the temperature not above a certain temperature. I think it's over 275. Just try to keep it like, because it depends on the brand of the clay too, but 250 for an hour to give it more strength hopefully. But be careful when you handle these if you don't use any wires. But here is Bubble. Dang, somebody really enjoys being a prankster. Is this a prank? I don't know, but like that was mean, right? Destroying all their hard work, all the blocks hard work. I decided to put the eyes of my intro like little figure into all the other characters, because I'm like, oh, like they can be like partners together. Battle for Dream Island and my little figures. Yes, honestly, their cartoons is like the level that I hope to be one day. Hope to be there one day. Your goal here is trying. Some of these figures are walking a little struggly, but like you guys, it's cute though, right? It's cute how weird they're walking, but I love it. Okay. But for Blocky, we're gonna try to make him like a little bit dimensional, 3-dimensional over here, but here he is.
My name is Henry, working within Amazon Transportation Services. I immediately saw the challenge of climate change. We want to be sustainable, but when you have a truck covering over 300 miles, or you have flights going.
Oh, hi Leafy. Okay, so like I had a 4 elements emoji video, and on that video specifically the leaf, you guys kept on commenting that it was Leafy from Battle for Dream Island, and I'm like, no, it was not, because I didn't even like, I had to look up Battle for Dream Island because of you guys, because you guys kept on telling me that it was that figure. I'm like, no, it's not, but I could see the similarities. But how about we just make the figure? So here we are today making actually Leafy, because you guys kept on commenting. So this one is Leafy, so just in case. And the other one was an emoji version of whatever I do of all these emoji videos, but this one is Leafy. So here you guys are. What do you guys think? Super adorable. I love how simple they are. I love Hello Kitty because she's so simple. Like there's like I love art that's simple, but it's cute. did you guys guess it was gonna be blue? And the answer, I'm just kidding. But this is what I be doing with the polymer clay sometimes. Sometimes I have to be mixing in colors to get the colors of the character because I don't have the color. And so like you don't need to buy every color ever made for every new like figure. You can mix and match like you can mix in clay with other clay and then get new colors. For the most part, you're mostly like pretty like what is it? If you buy the primary colors and then black and white, you're pretty set to make a lot of colors. But here is Lollipop. What do you guys think? Like, we're gonna try our best. I was really proud of this hand because it's like the thinking hand kind of. But yeah, we're gonna add one little finger and the other little finger, and we're done. We're over here. Spongy. So like I did, like, there's a bunch of characters and they're so adorable, all of them. So I was like, what am I gonna choose, right? So I did watch the latest episode, and I didn't do all of them that are still on the Dream Island, but I tried to do most of them. I forget how many there are still, but there's still other ones that I was still I kind of wanted to do that weren't on the Dream Island, like the tennis ball and stuff. Or they could be, you guys. I could be wrong, you guys. But you guys know more if you guys are probably watching this video. But like, keep me posted and stuff. We can make more figures, even the ones that are not on the island anymore. Because like, I haven't watched like all of their videos, but it looks like you guys get to vote who stays, right? Which I think is freaking awesome, by the way. But we're gonna add the little face, and here he is. So for flower, we're gonna do these little 5 balls, and then we're gonna make an indentation in the middle, and then we're gonna add the little face. I wanna say, I think I already said it like once or twice, but if you have the wire at the house, definitely use it for the polymer clay, because it's gonna give it strength and it's gonna like prevent you from breaking. But if you don't have it, you can also just use the bacon bond, but I feel like it doesn't give it as much strength as the wire. But like, at the end of the day, just be careful when you handle the figures, especially when there's like parts like this, because like the body I feel like was thinner, but I didn't want to make it thinner because I'm like, I don't want to break it off. But your girl here is working with what she got, and I refuse to get more wire when I'm like, I already still have some, but it's not where I moved. So I'm just gonna wait till I'm able to grab it. But for now, we're gonna work like this, and we're gonna make her mad. What do you guys think? Ooh, somebody saved. Okay, so especially for this, also for flower, you probably should do the same thing like this, but preferably you want to take the figure directly, like, if you don't have to, like, I usually like put it on the tile and then I like remove it from the tile. But for the parts, like for flower, I had to redo her because the bottom part of her body got like messed up when I tried to remove it from the tile. So instead, I'm putting down this index card, and I'm just gonna work on top of it so that I can just like take the whole index card and bake it with the whole paper and everything. You should be fine. In the oven, I'm gonna do 250 for 1 hour, and it should be fine. And I'm using those index cards that have no ink, it's just like blank. But I did it this way, especially for Balloony, because I had already, like, I think I did 2 or 3 that I kept on, like, I would take them off on the towel and they would mess up, so I would have to do the body again. Because, like, the parts are so, like, thin and stuff, and by the time you scrape it off, it's just gonna mess it all up. So preferably you want to work on something, or like if you're using tile, like, just put in the whole tile so you don't have to be scraping it off, like, so that way you don't mess up all your work, all your hard work. But so learn from me and do it on top of something that you're gonna completely bake in with, so you don't have to be like removing it and stuff. But what do you guys think? Oh, it's so cute, right? Oh, I think this is my favorite one. Taco. Oh, okay, so like, I remember for this one I was like, I really want to do it because it looks so cool, but I'm like, how am I gonna do it? So I decided to do it this way. We're gonna do the back of the taco, and then I'm not sure if that's tomato or what it is, but now we're gonna do the lettuce over here. Kind of eyeballed it. Did it come out the exact same shape? Nope. But like, your girl here tried to kind of be like similar and stuff. So we're gonna add the lettuce, and now we're gonna do the fish. For the fish, I kind of like kept on like measuring to see it, because it's like a little part of the face pokes out and a little part of the tail pokes out, so I kept on measuring it. But we're gonna try our best. We're gonna put it on top, and then we can add the top of the taco. What do you guys think? It became like a sandwich at this point. I'm pretty proud because I was like confused a little bit on how I was gonna do it, but I think it came out pretty awesome. What do you guys think? Okay, so the mouth, I kind of put it on Cricut, but then I fixed it out later. But for now, we're just gonna keep it now like this. But we're gonna add the little feet, and the hands are like the same. The way that these animations came out is hilarious, how they're walking, but like your girl here tried. Okay, you guys, look at the hands. It's almost the same size. I don't think for the actual one is the same size, but like this is how I ended up with. But here we go. So we saved the best for last. What do you guys think? What is your favorite character out of all of these? And if you have any more favorite characters, leave them down below, because I might do a second video, because honestly, like, I really enjoyed making these. I'm not gonna lie. I love their simplicity. I love how they have so much life to them, I feel. It's just weird. Like, I love it. But maybe one day I can like make my own figures with my own like I don't know. There's so much I want to do, but like, where's the time? I'm just kidding. But we're gonna work for sure. We're gonna work on top of an index card. Preferably you want to do it with everything. You want to preferably do all your clay on top of something you can just bake it in, and so you don't have to like be scared if when you scrape it off or move it that you're gonna mess it up. But we're gonna do 4 like this. Like, it seems like the arms and the legs were a little bit like a lighter color, so I mixed it a little bit lighter color. For the hand, I'm gonna do it this way. This was probably the hardest part of 4, was doing the hands. But they came out pretty good. I'm like surprised. Sometimes my hair comes out. I'm sorry, you guys. I got too close. But we're gonna do both of these hands, and we're gonna fully bake it like this afterward. And I'm gonna show you guys how to, like, if you do bake it on top of the index card, it does kind of stick to it. So like I carefully kind of like scrape it off, because sometimes it gets stuck to the paper. But okay, so like my plan was to like give it a little bit more strength with this UV resin. I'm not sure if it's the UV resin or the lamp that I'm using, but like I cured it and I cured it and I cured it, and it kept on like didn't fully cure, but like only parts of it. So I don't know, but I added the magnet and we're done. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Here's my new channel if you guys want to check it out, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. Bye. Hey guys, so one question. So shout out to Elijah Williams, because he was asking for a shout out. Here we are, and then he put this up, and I'm like, hold up, do you guys want shout outs? Because like I used to do them back in the day, but then like I just stopped. But now, because I wasn't sure if some of you guys wanted your comments up in like the video, so now how about this? We can do this. So I just stopped, right? I should have communicated with you guys, but I think back then, like some of my videos I didn't talk anyways. But like, if you guys want a shout out, just leave me a comment down below where you you put it as shout out, and then you can write down a positive comment, and then we can I can start posting. I'm just gonna select whichever I catch, and like we can do like shout outs back again. What do you guys think of Puffball? It would be cool to have those kind of lights though, where you don't have to like, I try to make it as in like she just kind of passed by it and then like just turned on and off. Like it would be cool if we could like, I don't, we're not there yet, I guess, but like maybe the new homes are, but like, you know, like if you just put your hand over and then just kind of glide it over, and then oh look, the lights are on. I think they do it in the public restrooms already though, right? Because sometimes you walk in and the light turns on. Never mind, it's a thing, but like, what if it had like, I don't know, like a picture, and then you can put your hand over it? I don't know. Is it a thing, you guys? I'm such a dork. I think they do it for open doors, but here is Puffball. So you guys, so I'm over here trying to figure out what is happening on this planet, huh? So So like turns out if it looks like the Mayans were right, you guys, because like apparently the Ethiopian calendar, the one that they use, that's based on the ancient Egyptian Coptic calendar, I think. By the way, I could be wrong. Search this all up. I could be wrong, you guys. But it looks like they're 7 years behind us, and they came into 2012 as of September 11, 2019. That was their, instead of like when we hit that date, they hit September 11, 2012. So that's when they went into the era. So like I don't know why I'm telling you guys this, but like that's part of the reason why I took this long to make this video, because I'm over here reading other stuff. But I feel like knowledge is amazing. What do you guys think? But like we're gonna add his little hand and then we could talk about it later. But like here is Woody. So apparently the Mayans had predicted that it was like they have 3 calendars in one, by the way, which is pretty amazing. One of them is the divine calendar, and that's the one that was gonna end on 2012, and then a new era was gonna start. But it lasts 5,200 years, which is amazing. And this is all based on like what's happening in the sky, like the planets and how they're lined up, and then like I don't know how they can tell this from that, but like life. NASA, what are you guys doing over here? This is amazing. How is loser? I didn't know what to put with him, but like he wasn't a loser though, because like he was prepared. He had his umbrella. But so I don't know if we were supposed to base it on the Egyptian calendar, but we here in America, at least, I don't know about the whole world, but here we use the Gregorian calendar, which is 365 days. But like it looks like, I guess from like back then, like everybody, like there's like I don't know when they started the numbers, but I guess it was different. But we are by the Mayans also have that calendar, and it's called Solkin or something like that, but it's 365 days, but it's 18 months, you guys, instead of 12. That is so interesting, huh? Like, but that's one of their calendars, and their third one is 270 days, and I think it's called the civil calendar. Ruby, I had a couple of requests for Ruby, and I'm excited. I was thinking of doing her see-through with resin, but then you know what? I was like, let's use polymer clay because I'm thinking of just painting it all. I'm pretty proud of it though. What do you guys think? I think it came out pretty cute. So anyways, so that's the thing. I don't know if it is a thing, but I'm trying to look for answers of like just 2020 is interesting to me. But like if we are in 2012, then it like gives me a peace of mind, because then like apparently like one of the Mayans, I'm part Mayan by the way, because like my mom's from Guatemala. I'm over here learning about myself. But like one of the Mayans that was like near the buildings, they were like talking to him, and I guess like what is it bringing? And apparently like we just need to like get it together with Mother Nature and be more in balance, because we're just consuming and destroying our own planet. So we just need to get it together with Mother Nature basically. So it doesn't sound that hard, right, you guys? We can do it. I think it's just we need to appreciate more of the items we already have and not dispose of everything so easily. But I think we can do it. Like, what is it? Teamwork makes the dream work, you guys. So apparently, if you just smile, you raise your own vibration. So like, smile, you guys. Smile for me. But like, positive vibes out there, you guys. But like, I don't know, it's a thing. Like, it's just like interesting. Sometimes bad things happen because it's gonna bring forth positive change, you know, because at the moment it feels like we're in a war. But like sometimes like after like a storm there's a rainbow. I don't know if it's every time, but like let's hope over here that it is. But we good, we trying to be positive over here. But like apparently, like, how about we try to do this, you guys? Apparently, if you garden, you become more psychic. What do you guys think of that? I'm probably making it up, you guys. But like, I'm over here trying to see if we can like make gardening cool, you guys. So the gelatin, I'm gonna use green clay and like more on translucent polymer clay. I was also thinking of making it resin, but that's another option. If you do have resin, you can just make it I did do the bottle though in resin, so but I have it for the, I think it's the last one I made. So if you guys want to check it out. So I'm over here like, I don't know, it would be cool if we could make gardening trendy and cool, you know. I feel like we need to get back in touch with Mother Nature. I started a new channel and I want to make gardening a series, and so far I have 2 videos. But like I've never really gardened, but like I feel like it's a skill that a lot of us lost, but I feel like it's very important to like just being part of being a human and stuff. You guys, I made eggs. So over here I'm using rubbing alcohol. Sometimes like, this is the way that I clean the polymer clay before I bake it. After you bake it, you can clean it with nail polish remover, but before I bake it, usually like has a bunch of little stuff, so I use rubbing alcohol to clean it. But I'm over here doing eggs. What are these? What does this cartoon mean? Well, like I'm over here like, our thoughts are so important. I feel like we need to transform all these like negative thoughts into positive ones and like be more thankful. Even though sometimes it's hard, especially with what's going on around the world. But like, if I like here in America, I know there's other like third world countries that don't even have like internet, or they're just like barely making it, probably have to look for food and like water every day, like, you know. So we're a little especially as Americans, I feel like I'm a little spoiled, you guys. Like we just have everything available to us, but like I think that's why we get in our thoughts. I don't know what it is, but you know, transform any negative thoughts into positives and create something you love, and like, you know, garden. Make gardening your new passion. Just kidding. But so we're over here like, look, the world is falling, but we good. We good over here, X. I'm just kidding, but what do you guys think? I think it turned out pretty cute. What do you guys think? I've been reading into stuff. That's probably why I've been taking, because I'm trying to figure out like what is happening, like why are we going through all of this, like what is life. But I mean, it kind of gives me peace of mind if it is lining up with the divine calendar according to the Mayans. So like Ethiopia is on the right calendar, we're using the wrong one. So okay, so I was interested, like somebody requested me to do emoji flags, so I definitely want to do it. So I decided I definitely want to do the Mexican flag, the Guatemalan flag, and the Ethiopian flag. Leave me more countries down below, flags from countries that you would like me to do. So we can do that next. I'm thinking of doing 10. But over here, what I did wrong is I didn't let the molds putty fully cure, so the surface is not going to be as shiny as I would have wished it to be, or as smooth. I try to file it off, but if you would have done it right, you probably don't need to file off anything. If anything, stay away from the nail file. I'm only filing it off because I did it wrong. Maybe I should have, that's another thing. I use it sometimes to file off like little rough parts on the side. So if you do file something off, it would be like the edges, not the surface though, because I was doing that because I messed it up, I know. I try to save it with the gloss at the end, but yeah. But I'm going to curate all these parts together, so hopefully it gives it some strength, and we're gonna add the little face, and it's a thing. So hopefully next video is an emoji flag video, so leave me your favorite countries down below. I'm gonna try to see which ones are the most popular, so those are the ones I'm gonna select. But we're gonna finish it off over here. I love you guys. Stay positive out there, even though sometimes it's hard, but like we be over here trying it. Positive vibes. I love you guys. Bye. You guys, this one, black hole, it cannot get easier than this, you guys. This is where it's at. So the plan was just to do 8-ball, but I had seen that you guys also wanted me to do black hole, so this is like a 2-in-1. I didn't do the aura for black hole, but like let's just use our imagination and pretend it's there. But here is 8-ball. I kind of did the 8 a little bit crooked. I think it was supposed to be the other way. Coiny is in a piggy bank or a little jar. I don't know if he's trying to get out or what. For the coiny, I'm using this like gold polymer clay. If you don't have any, I think you will probably get away with like a brownish orange color. But I already had it, so I went ahead and used it. I wanted to make it a little dimensional, so I kind of made like a dent on the side. Oh, by the way, you guys, this is like the first time in a couple months that I've been able to post more than one video a month. So I'm very excited, and I hope I can keep like 2 videos a month at least, because like the start of 2020, I've only been able to post 1 video a month. So I know some of you guys are noticing. I apologize. I'm trying to work faster, but I think I'm working faster because like here's a second video for the month of July, you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. Do you guys still play paper scissors rock? But we're gonna add paper scissors rocky. So yeah, hopefully my next video, some of you guys have been requesting Piggy, some of you guys have been requesting trolls. I definitely would like to do both of them. Which video would you guys like next? Definitely leave me a comment down below of which ones you guys would like me to do next. I'm trying to work faster. I recently got a new camera, so hopefully I can give you guys better quality 4K video quality. I don't know if you guys care for it, but I really like, I don't know, I just want to do better and better for you guys. But I'm extremely happy with the fact that I'm able to upload another video this month, because like yo girl here has been like slacking. So when I was doing Pin, I was like, how am I gonna like animate her? Like am I gonna put her on like a post-it and then like against like a board? But then I was like, hold up, like let's do a water balloon. I don't know. I don't know why I thought of needles, and then I thought of a balloon and popping a balloon. So that's how I decided to animate her. So leave me your comment down below of what you guys want me to do next. If you guys want a 4th part of Battle for Dream Island, then leave it down below. I do enjoy making them. And it seems like you guys like them too, so we doing it. I'm working on not saying like a lot on this video. I do it so subconsciously I don't even notice, but I'm probably gonna replace it with another word, you guys. But here is Pin. We're gonna add her feet, and if you have wires, go ahead and use them so you can make the limbs a little bit stronger. But I don't, you know what, I did have it, but I ended up not using it, so we're just gonna leave her like that. So for golf ball, I kind of got carried away with the shade. It was supposed to be a little bit lighter, but at the moment, I don't know if you guys could see the transformation. It got a little bit lighter when I realized, hold up, the color was supposed to be lighter. So I did go back and made it a little bit lighter. I was also planning to do like the indentations for the holes and then filling them in, but then I didn't because I was like, the mouth is gonna look crooked if I try to, I don't know. So maybe it's something you can consider if you want to make it like more 3-dimensional, but I decided to go this way just to make my life easier and make you guys' life easier. But here is golf ball. So for 2, I wanted to do like a countdown. I didn't do all the numbers. I should have done like until 10. I don't know why I decided to do it up to 8. But I thought it would be cute if he was like counting them and then like realize like he is number 2. I don't know, what do you guys think? For 2, I didn't struggle, but the hands are gonna be definitely a little bit harder to do. Best wishes out there if you guys are redoing this. But I was able to do it. Oh, another reminder, if you guys are making these, definitely make sure you work on a surface that you can already bake in so that you don't have to be like moving them. Otherwise it's gonna mess up like when you try to move it, it's gonna mess up the clay if it's unbaked. So I'm definitely working on top of like an index paper, a little card. It doesn't have an ink on it. Right here, I'm trying to like blend it in so it becomes one. For Cloudy, oh, I really like the music that went with the animation. I was like, what are we gonna put? Like, it just goes perfectly. And like the whole idea was about like how it precipitated like the water like precipitated because of the heat, and then it turned into a cloud. Apparently, like, I was trying to figure out like how clouds are formed, and I was on NASA's website. Apparently they're still learning. There's more to it than what it seems. Like it does precipitate, but then like the water, but then like I guess dust like gathers onto it. I don't know, there's like this whole situation. I was gonna try to do the whole scientific version of it, but I was like, hold up, because it seems like it's not as simple as it is, like how clouds form, but you guys get the idea, right? For the most part. What do you guys think of Cloudy over here? Almost like nervous. So the little drone, the super adorable drone, is actually it's already been created by the Japanese aerospace NASA. It's called Int Ball Drone or something like that. But you're using it in the spacecrafts to like record what the astronauts are doing, which I thought is pretty amazing. And I don't know, for some reason, for Lai, I really wanted to do like some kind of drone. So I googled a cute drone, and that's the first one that came up, the Int Ball Drone. Super adorable. What do you guys think? I didn't know she was the light switch. At first when I made her, I was like, what is she? But then I looked her up later. I'm like, oh, she's a light switch. I didn't even know. I guess we could have done the button like as 3D, but I decided to do it this way just to make our lives easier. What do you guys think? So for Robot Flower, I was like, how are we gonna do the animations? I just like I wanted to do like if she's a robot, then like let's make her roll the robot. So I decided to like pretend like her battery was like dying. So she goes to her charging base and then she gets repowered instead of getting repowered by the sun because she's a robot. I don't know, what do you guys think? I thought it came out pretty cute. And then like it almost looks like Lego, like a Lego world that she lives in. What do you guys think? I don't know. For Flower, if you have the wires, definitely make her body out of the wire and then cover it in polymer clay so that it just makes it that much stronger. But if you don't have the wires, just be careful when you handle the figure afterwards. Otherwise, the extremities or their limbs can break off. And that's the same with all of them. And I think I've mentioned it in every video. Just be careful how you handle these after you bake them if you don't use the wire. So for Braceley, apparently she's also known as Ringy, right? Or something like that. Cause I messed up, okay, you guys. Cause I should have made her a little bit like less thicker and like almost like a bracelet. I feel like I made her more like a ring. But apparently she's also called Ringy. So hopefully I'm not in the wrong. But I didn't realize I should like at the moment of making it, I didn't think twice about like making her more like a bracelet. I made her more like a ring. So I don't want to apologize for that. So if you guys noticed that I don't know why, it just didn't cross my mind while I was making it. But on the animation, I did try to make her more like a bracelet. So now we're done. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I want to give a shout out to August. Happy late birthday. And thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much for all of you guys for watching my videos. If you guys want a shout out in the next video, leave me a comment down below. And I love you guys. Bye. Hey you guys, how you guys been? Happy October! I tried my bestest since the beginning of the year to see if I can make more than one video a month, but like 2020 is crazy and I feel like there's like definitely more dense energy and stress in the air. But for today's video, the first half is gonna be Inanimate Insanity and then the other second half is gonna be Battle for Dream Island. So I hope I can make half of you guys happy. Because I have been getting requests to do a part 4 for Battle for Dream Island, so this is kind of like a part 4. But I had also been getting requests to do Inanimate Insanity, so I try to like... I feel like the characters are equally as cute and they kind of go together, so I decided to put them together in this video. I also was planning to do the 12 constellations with these characters, but I ended up like... I was like, no, it's just gonna take me way longer to post the video, so I decided to do it this way, but I definitely want to try to see who I can do the 12 constellations with in the future. I really want to do the horoscope constellations. I don't know why. Okay, so for the top of light bulb, if you really want to go fancy and like more realistic, you can definitely make it out of resin, but I decided not to because it was just gonna take more time. But you can do that. That would be an option. I did mix in transparent, like translucent clay into the yellow, but like a little bit. So even after it's baked, it's not completely like, you can't even tell. It's like, yeah, you can't really tell it's like transparent. But if you do want to make it transparent, definitely I would suggest using resin. But we're gonna try our best to do her hands over here. And this is how she's coming out so far. What do you guys think? She's cute, right? It's me. So I've been watching Ancient Aliens, and for some reason, every time they say extraterrestrials, I'm over here like doing this other voice. So like, let me see if I can practice it with you guys. But like, he'll be saying something, and then I'm like, extraterrestrials, because he's like, or it could be extraterrestrials. I don't know. I've been liking it. You guys, what if I start doing that as my voiceover now?
Hey guys, welcome to my new channel. It's my new voice.
I don't know. I love doing like weird voices, but I really like to say extraterrestrials. Like it's all suspicious. Like, can it be? I don't know if you guys watched it. Some of you guys could be too young to be watching it, but I love watching it on Netflix, and I don't know. It's like, I love space. I love the aliens, like stories. I love looking at past history and like the pyramids and like the Mayans and the Egyptian. I love all of it. But here's Apple. So I actually have this pop. It's like this is a Care Bear inspired by Pop Funko Care Bear. I actually have it on my house. And I don't know why I decided to do it with the suitcase. I don't even know, you guys. Some of these animations, you guys, I don't even know. I'm like, how can I? And then the idea just comes. So we're gonna try our best to do a suitcase over like I tried to write down the ones that you guys had requested as much as I could. The more I see that you guys enjoy the videos, obviously the more characters I will do for the characters that you guys request. But I definitely want to do Jungle Book next, and the video after that I want to do Trevor Henderson. Not really sure what knife. I don't know if like he was pretending to be, I don't know. I thought it was funny, okay? I don't know. But I just want to remind you guys that I am working on top of a index card. It's blank. I usually work on top of tile just because it looks better on camera, but for these, especially because of the limbs and because I'm not using wire, and I have the wire now, but I'm just like, now I find it just easier to do it this way. So I work on top of the index card, and then when I'm done, I just bake it with the index card, and you should be good as long as you bake it how you're supposed to, which depends on the polymer clay, but I do it at 250 Fahrenheit for like 30 minutes. But here's a knife. Of course, baseball wants to be next to the ice cream. Come on, like who doesn't? My favorite ice cream flavor, I think it's pistachio. I don't know why, like the green one. But okay, so baseball, like I actually had to do it like 3 times. I could not get it done for the life of me. Like every time it just didn't turn out right. And this last try, I was like, I'm not gonna give up, even though I like ended up painting the whole figure. So I wish you guys the best. Like you would think it would be simple, but for some reason it took me like a while to figure it out. But I ended up doing it this way. You can also just like paint you can just go ahead and paint it all instead of having to do what I did. I just felt like it would give it more texture and it would be cooler that way. I don't know, what do you guys think? But we're just gonna add the feet over here. And we're almost done with baseball. What do you guys think? Almost? Because it's extraterrestrials. Finally, I wanted to, oh my gosh, some of these animations, I thought they were going to be easier. Like in my head, they're so much easier, but when it comes down to like animating it, it was like so much harder. Probably because I still need to like get like comfortable with the software. You would figure like after, I don't know when I got it, I think it was like 2 years. I don't know when I started animating with the software, but like the rope took me forever and a half to try to figure out. I don't know why it was like so hard. I would like pull it on one side, then it move on the other. And I'm like, why? But here's Nayli. Marker is in a land of amethyst crystals and is super happy because like amethyst is my new passion, you guys, is plants, crystals, and like books and cards. Like I love learning. I don't know. That's my new passion, you guys. Crystals, plants, and a bunch of like books or like cards that I can learn from. I love learning with cards and with books. So yeah. What is you guys' favorite items? But okay, so here's Marker. What do you guys think? And I don't know, like here we are, you guys. Here we are again. Do you guys like my new voice? I'm literally gonna be saying extraterrestrials, like all suspicious, because it could be. I'm just kidding. But here you are. Primary colors. Tell me you guys knew what the primary colors are, right? You guys all know this? I'm just kidding. And then there's like some that are called secondary colors. But yeah. If you know the primary colors, it will help you a lot with like mixing like different colors of polymer clay together to get new colors. And you can also like mix different acrylic paints to mix the different colors. You don't need to go out and buy every single color of polymer clay or acrylic paint too. Or like even if you do like gel nails and stuff, like you don't need to buy every single color. You can get away with like making a lot of colors with just the primary colors and black and white. So yeah, just like something out here. I don't know if you guys, there's a dog barking in the background. I don't know. Can you guys hear it? No? Okay, good. Did you guys hear it? But we're gonna try our best to do Stappy over here. Did I say it right? Stappy? We're gonna try our best. This one took me a little bit while to like figure out like how I was gonna do it. But it was definitely, I don't know why it was easier in the baseball. I don't know, for whatever reason, the hardest figure to do for this video was baseball for me. I recorded it 3 times. The 3rd time I finally like decided like it's gonna happen regardless. It's gonna happen. But you would have thought maybe like Stappy would have been the hardest one. But for some reason it wasn't. Foldy, yes, got saved and didn't burn in the fire. Oh, by the way, I'm in Cali. We have so many fires going up over here. It's crazy. The weather is crazy. When I was living in Mexico, it was like the wind and the rain, and over here it's like fire and smoke. So wherever you are, I'm sure there's like some kind of extreme weather. But like positive vibes out there, you guys. I love you guys. Stay safe. And yeah, we're gonna try our best over here to do foldy. I know there's like a different shape of foldy, but I decided to do this version. I hope you guys like it. I feel like the back of the paper came out a little crooked though. I don't know, like what's up with the moon, huh? She over here like turning off Match's like light over here too, and she's all confused too. Match is like, what's happening? So right here I just wanted to show you guys, one of you guys had asked me, I think you guys asked me how to make like dark yellow. I should probably like, in the past I did paint on acrylic paints. So I don't know if like in the future I would like to record, or maybe for my new channel I would like to record it, but I decided to show you guys how to make like the darker orange. A lot of it is like you gotta use like the tiny black, like the tiniest bit to make like darker yellow or darker orange. But here's Match. Well, and now we're done. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you want your comment shown on this video, leave me a comment down below. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome day, and bye.